Today we have the Hollyland Mars T1000 in this box. In case you're wondering what that is, it is a wireless communication system that you could use on a movie set, at a corporate event, at a wedding, on a drone shoot, all kinds of applications for this thing. I'm really excited to dive into it, so stay tuned and we'll check it out. So if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button to get more great content about drones and things that can help you while you're flying a drone like this right here. So let's get into it. The Hollyland Mars T1000 is a wireless communication system. This is a way for everyone on set to communicate in a sort of discreet way from up to 1,000 feet away is what it says you can do, or 300 meters, with a clear line of sight. So that means if you were out on a wide open area, you could get 300 meters or 1,000 feet apart from each other. Now this is software upgradable. It uses an OLED screen on each of the devices. It comes with a base station, which is in this box, I'm assuming, and 4 belt packs. So these belt packs are what allow people to walk around mobily and actually be able to communicate with each other from anywhere, talking through this base station. The base station is kind of like a hub for these belt packs. So actually, there's the base station. I'm going to guess that the box probably has the headsets in it. And then it's got a bunch of cables that you use to charge and connect all these things. Some antennas, power adapter. It's one of these power adapters that can be used in multiple countries. So this one has a, it must be a DC adapter, so it converts AC to DC. And so you can do different voltages by clipping this on. I've clipped on the North American one for our 110 plugs here, but I'm assuming it works in other countries. More charging cables, and a set of instructions, and a business card. It says, let's get in touch. And that's literally what you can do with this. Get in touch with other people on the set of your film, drone shoot, wedding, concert, family event, whatever. So here we have the base station, which is actually quite heavy, and I consider that to be a plus. This uses either AC power, or you can use 2 batteries on top. On the other side, we have USB-A slots as well as a USB-C slot. And one thing that I do like about this is it's got the ability to upgrade the software through these USB slots. I assume the USB-C is what you use to connect to it for upgrades and such. It's got all these switches here on the front, including a volume switch, master volume, headset switch, remote mic kill. Oh, so this would be like if your folks are chattering and you want them all to be quiet, you can push that button and turn them all off. This probably turns your channels up and down. There's your power button, and again, there's your OLED screen that is not on currently, but gives you all the information you need. All right, and yes, headsets in little headset bags, which is pretty cool. So each one has a bag. And there is the headset. There's one headset with a little wind cover for the microphone. Now these are 1/8 inch tip ring sleeve style connectors, which is a pretty standard thing for a lot of things, including phones, including computers, etc. I believe too that these are turned off when they're in the up position and turned on when they're in the down position. There's actually a little switch in here that will turn them off and on. So if you don't want to talk and you don't want to make any noise, you put it up like that, and then when you want to talk, you bring it down and it activates it. I will tell you too, everything that I've pulled out so far feels very high quality. You know, and it's hard to describe what do you mean feels high quality. Like this, for example, this actually feels like it's made of metal. Yeah, it's cold too, which plastic wouldn't be cold. So probably pretty rugged as far as being able to drop it and such. This has the headset input here on the top, has the volume on-off switch, has 2 antennas that are attached to it here. It currently says the word lost, and I think it says that because it doesn't have connection with the base station yet. Check, 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 1, 2. Wow, okay. So I'm talking to Thomas in the other room. Yeah, it says talk. Now I'm going to push my mic up, and then I'm going to continue talking and see if it cuts out. Okay, talking, 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 talking. Did it cut out? Did you hear all of that? I'm going to count from 1 to 10, and I'm going to push the mic up midway through and see how much of it you hear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay, that must be when I push the mic up, it turns it off. Okay, so we just did a first initial, just try it out kind of test, and it worked pretty well. We didn't have to do any pairing. They were already paired together, so it took a second for them to find each other and link to one another, but once they did, everything worked really well. The sound quality sounds like a phone call. You know, it's a little bit hollow sounding. There's a little bit of background noise, kind of this overall just kind of, but it's very light, and the voice quality is excellent. You can really understand what the other person is saying. So what I'm going to do is get all of them charged up so we can actually use this in a situation to test it with multiple people on, see how far we can walk, etc. But so far, with ease of use on the setup, I'm pretty impressed. All right, so I've got the Hollyland here. It is set up. It's actually got 2 batteries. They're Sony batteries. They're very common. As a matter of fact, they're the same batteries I have for my slider. And we are out at the field in San Antonio. I'm here with Sunrise Water Media and Lone Star UAV, aka Chris and Kai. And we are gonna take a little test of this thing flying around with the FPV quads and talking to each other as we go.
Mine says lost on it.
Yeah, this says lost as well. Hold that button down.
Okay.
The long press like you did last time.
Okay. Hold it
There
down.
we are. Now I see you. You're muted. Now press it again. Check. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
But do you hear me?
No, not yet.
Okay, so I think I have to press it again, or maybe long press it again.
I can hear you over here.
So you can hear me, Kai?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me
But
try.
I can't hear either of you
Okay, I
guys.
long pressed mine.
There we go. Long press the button, Kai.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. All right, so we've got Kai, myself, and Chris are all going to fly while we're talking to each other over the headset. All right, check, check, check. You guys hear me? Roger that. All right, cool. I think I'm about to take off. Let's see here. And make sure and I'm on 25 megabits, so shouldn't have any interference with you guys. Oh, you are? Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm showing up on channel 6. Let me move back to 4. Sorry. I don't know why. All right, now I'm on 4. It's better? Okay. All right, I'm getting ready to take off. Very clear for departure. And you guys see anybody? I hear a truck or something.
I think it's beyond the trees, on the other side.
Okay. All right, well, just kind of buzzing around here. Yeah, so it's pretty cool just to be able to chat like this. I mean, we guess we could all just sit closer together, but you know, sometimes I smell bad. That's right, social distancing with the headsets. Man, I love this quad. Oh, I heard somebody crash. Oh, bouncing off the ground? Where are you at? I want to chase you a little bit.
I'm like right in front of you, kind of head level right now. But I'm not really looking to chase there.
No, I was just gonna follow you. You say right in front of me, physically or by drone? Okay. Just go. Okay. You must be tiny. Are you? Is it the little tiny? Okay. Well then maybe I won't chase you. Yeah. Kai's the bully, not me.
I haven't broke out the bully yet.
But Chris, what do you think of being able to talk like that?
Oh, it's pretty awesome.
What do you think, Kai, about being able to talk like that?
It's cool.
It's definitely a little different than shouting. Different experience.
Kai, you kind of had to do a little workaround with those goggles to make them fit with the headset, or do you just prefer them back like that? I'm sorry, not goggles, headset there.
The headset, because when you have the goggles up, I mean, you have the goggles up when you put the headset on, and that's when everything gets kind of in the way of each other.
Yeah. But the way you got it set now, it's working pretty well.
Yeah, it does the job. I mean, it stays on your head. That's the objective, right?
So one thing is order of operations. You put the eyepiece on, or the goggles on first, and then the headset, and it seems to work better. All right, I'm going up. I'll go chase Kai. Oh. All right, well then I will find a bird. All right. Oh, I'm on channel 4. That's where I should be, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm going under you. I'm behind you.
Uh-huh. That's with this one? Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I'll have to check out both you guys' snow videos because I haven't yet, and that was just such a fun day. So we've been flying with these things for about an hour, and
Still have battery. Now we haven't been on the whole time, but we've been turning it on and off. But man, when we get up together and we're able to talk over this to each other, as we're flying, it gives us so much more situational awareness about what's going on around us, where the other quad is, etc. It's been really surprisingly fun to add these to the mix, these Hollyland headsets. So for quad flying, I could see where they'd be very useful, especially with FPV, where you're in the goggles and you need to communicate verbally. So since unboxing this thing, I've had about 10 opportunities to use it and have really gotten to know the operation of it, how it works, and rely on it for a lot of things, including communication with the visual observer while I'm flying a drone commercially, as well as while I'm flying an FPV. It's also useful in situations where you're running multiple cameras on a live stream, which we've done in our studio a couple times and used these. And then finally, flying FPV with your buddies. It's a really great thing to have so you can chat while you're flying and not have to yell at each other, and to find out what channel everybody's on, where everybody's located, and also keeping an eye around the field for safety measures. It's great. I really enjoy it. It's well made. Is it necessary for everybody? Absolutely not. This is definitely a luxury and a nice thing to have. But if you're looking for a comm system, I think Hollyland makes a really good product, and I think it's pretty reasonably priced for what you're getting. I know it's not cheap, but it's also very well made, and I think it's going to last a long time. So if you like this video, I'll put a link below in the description so you can check out the Hollyland website. And if you want to know more about these things, feel free to comment and I'd be happy to answer. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time on Ready Set Drone.